Hello, my lovelies, Cancers. This is going to be your October monthly reading. We do this once a month to give you guys some insight on what you can expect for the month ahead. So these will always be in the monthly playlist and usually by each individual sign. All right, what do we need to see? What you should focus on in the month of October? So Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus all apply. Take what fits, leave the rest. What should Cancer focus on in the month of October? There we go. Ooh, you need to focus on your accomplishments. That's interesting. So kind of what are you focused on to accomplish in the month of October? You're going to be scaling some sort of mountain to gain a sense of achievement. So as you start kind of climbing up this mountain, eventually you get to the top, right? So you've reached that accomplishment, the pinnacle. I feel like this will also be something where you kind of pat yourself on the back a little bit for just how far you've actually come. So celebrate your achievements, no matter how big or how small. Okay, all right, the action that you need to take this month. Okay, we're going to replace regret with courage. So I know that I cannot change the past, so we're not going to dwell on the past. We're going to replace that with courage to keep going forward. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. So I feel like you're going through a lot of transformative energy in order to kind of get to this next accomplishment. And if you aren't kind of keeping yourself stuck in the past of maybe things that didn't work out, things that weren't meant for you, whatever the obstacles were, you replace that with your courage, you're going to be able to achieve this next goal. What energy do you need to release this month? All right. So Spirit wants you to shine brightly like the star that you are. Offer yourself and others some sort of compassion, and that you may need to negotiate a new path. So I feel like you're going to rise to challenges when this new path opens up for you, but you're almost going to be faced with like a fork in the road to go in a new direction. So Spirit needs you to have courage in order to face any fears associated with that. All right, so how should you enjoy yourself in the month of October? What do they need to see? How should they enjoy their self? All right, we're going to take the top one. Worry. So we need to let go of the worry in order to enjoy ourselves. I am learning that worry does not change an outcome, and it doesn't. It's wasted energy. So instead of focusing all your energy on all the things you can't change, can't control, and have no power to actually transform, you're going to shift that. You're going to replace that with courage and bravery, and you're going to actually facilitate these goals instead of wasting the energy worrying. So that's how you're going to enjoy yourself. Let go of the worry. What's that old Hakuna Matata, don't worry, be happy? That's going to be your motto this month, Cancer. All right, so what do we need to see for love? Show me what's happening for Cancer in the month of October. What do they need to see for love? There we go. All right, we have the coffin. So remember that endings bring new beginnings. So you're going through growth, change, liberation, and transition. Not all of that is pleasant, but it is going to open up some sort of new opportunities. It's also going to help you achieve this next goal. All right, the palm tree. So we're looking forward towards stability. That takes courage. I feel like you're growing, so you're looking for things that are more permanent, wherever that happens to be for you, if it's in love, work, or elsewhere. And it takes endurance and flexibility in order to get there. Some shadow work could also be required. I feel like you need some time alone, some introspection. You're going to be facing some challenges this month that definitely require you to be at your best. So doing some of these things to heal old wounds and your self-image and others, I feel like is going to help you to actually achieve this next goal. Yes, you will be receiving what it is that you need in order to accomplish this next challenge that you're facing. Could also be things from the past that are finally coming to a close for you. Some closure issues could be coming up, and you are making progress forward. Why? Because you have the achievement card out here telling us you're scaling mountains to go in a new direction. So you're moving on from things from the past. You are choosing a new path and going forward. You might also be closing out a chapter where you were the chaser in a relationship, always worrying about whether the person's going to stay or go. And And so if it's very codependent, I feel like you're healing that abandonment trigger or wound in order to actually shine like you need to. All right, show me what we need to see for the month of October for my Cancers. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for Cancer. What do they need to see for October? There we go. We have the Star. It came out in reverse. I feel like there is some sort of wish fulfillment that you have given up on. It could even be like a manifestation that you're like, it's never going to happen. Why do you doubt that Spirit always hears you and has your back? Is it because you haven't seen it happen yet? Maybe you're not aligned yet. Remember that we have to come into energetic alignment with our manifestations before we will see them. So release the doubt and the worry in order for this to actually come in. You're going through changes and transformations. So what maybe you weren't aligned with before, after this change and growth, you might be in perfect alignment for this wish to actually come in. For some of you, you're going to have multiple options when it comes to love. Choose wisely. If you're looking for long-term instability and people are out there playing the field, they're not your people. You want someone who's aligned with you and what you actually want. You need to be on an even playing field for things to actually go the distance. Remember that in love, it's going to take teamwork to make the dream work. It could also be in your goals. Maybe you need others to kind of help assist you on meeting this next dream, accomplishment, or goal. In work, it's going to be important for you to put forth quality over quantity. I feel like there's a lot of like juggling that's going on and a lot of frustrations around work and money. Can you find the balance? Can you have boundaries? Or are you just going to throw in the towel and give up before you see things actually work out? Some of this is an indication that we have to let go of what's not serving our highest good. These are burdens that we've carried a very long time, and it's time to release those. That's what's blocking this wish fulfillment from coming in. There's obstacles in your path that I feel like you're going to be able to overcome, but you first have to recognize it's an obstacle, right? It's like, if you can't see it, how do you realize or acknowledge that it's there? You have to first acknowledge it in order to overcome it. I do feel like you have a lot of people that are just kind of here 1 second and gone the next. And so maybe they're playing you. Maybe they also have a lot of options. I would say that that's probably not your long-term partner if that's what you're looking for. But there is some forward progress. Cancer, the Chariot is your energy. So this is about finding the balance. It's about finally going forward after really being held back for some time. I feel like travel could also be happening for you. I feel like you're getting back on track and balancing things out for yourself this month. And I also feel like by facing your fears, that's what helps to kind of create the balance that you're craving right now. So some forward progress could be purchasing a vehicle, traveling, relocating. All of those are possibilities. You need some shadow work in your life in order to transform things. It's time to go within. It's time to do that deep inner work. It's not all great. It's not all pleasant, but it is worth it on the other side. This is going to help you to be who you truly are in order to find what you're looking for. Some of that could be potentially a new person coming in. This could be a crush that somebody has on you. I also feel like that could be even a child in your life that maybe really brings you that joy and that happiness that you've longed for. I also feel like finances are improving for you. So this could be all the fruits of your labor finally coming in and paying off, having that abundance that you've longed for and that sense of security. I think that you are going to have to make a decision about the future. Do we stay stuck in the past feeling like we can't change things or we're unable to move forward? Or do we have to look towards the horizon and see that maybe there's a new step, a new direction for us to go to really achieve our goals? And going in a new direction might be exactly what you need to finally close and let go of the past. I feel like there's been a lot of things on your plate in the last, let's say at least this last year, but probably longer than that. And I feel like the obstacles that you're facing are because you haven't done the healing work to the degree that's necessary to kind of catapult you in a new direction. I also feel like you hold on to circumstances that hurt you instead of healing and releasing those. And so holding on to that worry is something that's actually been a detriment to you going forward and for your growth. So in order for your wish fulfillment to come in and for you to make some forward progress, it's going to be necessary for you to do the work in order to find that stability. Know that nothing is impossible possible if you really put your energy towards what it is you want, to go towards these achievements, to go in a new direction, to be who you are called to be. And if you do the work, it looks like things can greatly improve. You kind of get this peace in your life, new pathways open up, you find this confidence you've been looking for, potentially find somebody that you connect with. I don't see a lot of long-term here in love. So I feel like that's still a little off for you this month. Financially, things start to really improve. But I feel like this is a month of you kind of changing things for the better and working on you and healing, which is exactly where you need to be. Have a great month.